is up, Internet? My name is Senor Alex Fuel, the host of the Storyfuel Podcast here, and welcome back to the channel and welcome to the first ever episode of my new series entitled Yak and Snap, wherein I'll just go ahead and jam some matches in the application known as marvelsnap while I talk about specific topics. And for today's episode, for the premiere episode of Yak and Snap, along with the chat here, we're gonna go ahead and do some matches in Marvel Snap while I discuss one of, if not my favorite intellectual properties of all time, and that is obviously the whole centerpiece of this application, Marvel Entertainment, Marvel Enterprises, as it may be known in English. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some matches here. We're gonna talk about Marvel today, and I love Marvel. It is one of, if not the most recognizable intellectual properties of all time. It is a it is a is a great company. They are the pioneers of the uh cinema genre. That's where they got the whole cinema aspect, wherein they were the pioneers of that. They were the catalyst, let's just say. They were the catalyst of the Marvel Universe, and they were untouchable for the better part of the decade. They were producing banger after banger. They were producing high quality content. They were producing really good movies, and they expanded their empire to include uh, comics. Actually, Marvel basically started as a comics based company right before they transitioned into the realm of television, movies, games, and all of that. So that's why I absolutely love, I absolutely love Marvel. As a company, as a studio, they were the one. They were the one, ladies and gentlemen. They were the one that basically turned this they basically were the catalyst rather for what was to come. And what do you mean by what was to come? They were the ones that were instrumental and influential in the growth of the movie industry. They basically started it all, uh, especially in the terms of the superhero genre. They were the ones that carried the torch, so to speak. They were the ones that carried the torch, and they were the ones who basically got them on the map. The reason why I like Marvel is very simple. The fact that Marvel were able to design banger after banger of movies, television shows, and all of that is because of the fact that they have such a wide variety of characters. Like, for instance, this one, Iron Man. They have the likes of Mr. Fantastic. They had the likes of who else? They had the likes of Mantis, Squirrel Girl, obviously very nice, among many others. They were the catalysts of the Marvel Universe, and they were instrumental in the growth of Marvel. The growth of Marvel basically is was possible because of their franchises. Like, for instance, the Incredible Hulk, which is a part of the MCU. MCU stands for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. among many others. Kazar is a member of or is a part of the X-Men comic books, which turned into a game franchise, and the rest is history. Uh, Very nice company, very influential company to say the least, and they were the ones that actually started the the uh, the movie craze and the movie renaissance of the superhero genre. I actually like Marvel. I do. I actually like Marvel as a company, as a studio, and they were instrumental in my journey growing up. They were essentially the best the best movie makers of all time. They made fantastic movies. Like for instance, the Avengers series. The Avengers is a really good movie series that started out as a what do you call it? They basically started their journey as um they basically started with Infinity War, then or they basically had it all until they released their magnum opus Avengers Endgame. But before that, they basically laid the groundwork with the Civil War. Then it went into this big old battle with Thanos that culminated into Avengers Endgame, like I said. So I love Marvel. It started out as a uh, really good company that then it transitioned into a multi-billion dollar company that basically did do no wrong, did do no wrong, and they were untouchable. They had it all, basically. Oh boy. It started with X-Men. I love X-Men. By the way, X-Men is my favorite uh, movie franchise of all time. And look at that, speak of the devil. We have Wolverine, one of, if not my favorite heroes from the X-Men universe. Uh, I love X-Men. It is a classic to say the least. Is a classic to say the very least. They were untouchable. They were the perfect, um, what do you call it? They were the perfect franchise to start out with. I absolutely love X-Men. They basically were wow. So basically, yeah, that is why I love Marvel. They were they were instrumental in my growth as a person. Uh, they were crucial, and it just dawned on me that I absolutely love Marvel. They were good. They were a good company. They were a good publishing company that produced rather good movies. And we have Strong Guy as well. She's a part of the MCU. He's a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and there he is, Apocalypse, my favorite villain from the X-Men. And we're just gonna go ahead and gonna go ahead and play him here. Nice. So, the what I'm getting at is Marvel is my life. I like Marvel. I like Marvel so much that I am passionate of this franchise, of this company, so much. We're in Apocalypse, not only Apocalypse, but other Marvel heroes and villains. They were a part of my childhood and my growing up years, wherein they basically uh, ruled. They basically were the catalyst of me and my childhood growing up. The amount of respect that I have for Marvel is beautiful, to say the least. The amount of respect that I have for Marvel is immaculate, is immense, because I like their movies so much. I like their movies so much that they were an integral part of who I am right now as a person, and they basically started it all. They basically started it all, and they were influential, to say the very least. They were influential in uh my life, and especially to you guys over there who watch Marvel with all your passion. You uh I cannot even begin to describe how good Marvel is, especially with this guy right here, Agamotto. Agamotto is one of um the villains of the Marvel universe. Especially we have Odin and we have Thor as well. Two of the three Nordic gods are in Marvel, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they were both great. They had great portrayals in the Marvel movies, or in some of the Marvel movies. They were fantastic. They were absolutely fantastic, and just they were great. They were awesome, and were uh, they played their roles very well. Like, man, I can't even begin to express how good Marvel is. I have no words, basically. I have no words as to how good Marvel is. Um, I the reason why I like Marvel so much, I know I keep on yakking, I keep on basically harping on the genius of Marvel, but man, how can you not sing the praises of Marvel, folks? You cannot express enough good things about Marvel. Yes, they had some blunders. Yes, they had some really bad luck. But let me tell you guys something. Despite their shortcomings, they actually were great. They were actually good, to say the least. They basically had it all. They had everything going right at their disposal, and it was a beautiful thing to witness. It is a it is an awesome series, or an awesome company that is so beloved by many, including yours truly. It is a miracle that Marvel still exists to this day, even though people hate Marvel now, even though people uh, d- don't like Marvel as much anymore. I can still attest to the fact that they were really good in their prime. They were awesome. They were they were influential, to say the least. They were influential. They were great at what they did, and I actually like Marvel. I keep on harping why I like Marvel so much, but let me tell you guys something. I like what they outputted. I like their output, despite the fact that people actually hated the direction Marvel has come. I can still attest to the fact that they were fantastic. They were a company that decided to take risks, and they went on their promise. They went on their promise, and they lived up to the promises, and now, even though they are floundering right now, I can still remember them at their prime, especially with the character that I'm gonna be talking about right now, Black Panther. Black Panther, hashtag Wakanda Forever. I love the portrayal of Black Panther, folks. Black Panther, for those of you who don't know, is a influential character in the Marvel Universe. He was portrayed in a really good manner, both in the live action films and in some animated episodes as well in a variety of Marvel media. Black Panther obviously was voiced in live action and acted in live action by one Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, Sir Black Panther, hashtag Wakanda Forever. And he was instrumental in bringing that character to life. He was the voice of Black Panther. He was the perfect voice and the perfect actor to portray Black Panther. It was absolutely beautiful, to say the least. He was great. He was a great actor to portray Black Panther, and no one can dispute that, especially including actually me. Black Panther, for those of you who don't know, came from a fictional world known as Wakanda. Wakanda is a technological marvel, pun intended, in some region of Africa. It is um, a civilization that is so technologically advanced, it is crazy. I actually like the lore of Black Panther, wherein he's got his really black suit of armor, and he is basically there to save his people from a certain disaster. And granted, I actually liked Chadwick's portrayal in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Black Panther. He was the perfect, perfect illustration of Black Panther, to say the least. And now that he's gone, Marvel decided out of their own kindness of their heart to release, excuse me, the sequel to the original Black Panther movie, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which takes place after the original Black Panther movie, and it was actually a great movie. Even though it was not portrayed by Chadwick Boseman anymore, you can feel the energy, you can feel the passion within the production staff, the actors who portrayed this movie, from the direction team to the actors and actresses who portrayed the various characters in that sequel. You can feel the energy. It was palpable. It was a great send off to Chadwick's creation, uh, which ultimately, despite Marvel having the green light, it was Chadwick who brought the character of Black Panther to life. He was the bread and butter of the the movie, and I couldn't be more prouder to watch it, even though it's in snippets or in like short bursts. I was still moved, basically, as to how good they actually portrayed Black Panther in that movie series. Hashtag Wakanda Forever, folks. I love Marvel. I said it multiple times already in this video and in this stream, but I'll say it again. I absolutely, positively love Marvel. I cannot put into words as to how good Marvel is. They were amazing. They were amazing as a maker of comics in the past, and they had the balls in every single iteration of their movies to include Stan Lee into their movies. For those of you who don't know, Stan Lee um is the is the guy that is the creator of the Marvel comics, and Marvel decided to go ahead and what do you call that? Be or include him rather in those movies that they were a part of. Uh, Stanley, quite before his death, um, was a part or is in the part of um or is a part of many uh movies in the MCU right before his death, and I couldn't be more happier for the man for the what do you call it, for the um for what for his contribution rather to the Marvel universe. It was awesome, to say the least. Wow, what? We actually got freaking Apocalypse. Nice. Not bad. Ooh, nice. Oh, ho, ho. All right. And like I said, Black Panther is a classic. A, to put it lightly, Black Panther is awesome, and I highly recommend you guys to go ahead and watch Black Panther. It is a great series. Man, what? Alright then. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Not bad. Oh man. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Uh, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. And by the way, um, just to prove my point, so many iconic locations are in this application, especially uh, with X-Men characters involved as well. You have some great cities or locations like Weapon X. By the way, Weapon X, for those of you who don't know, is the same location wherein Wolverine was basically turned into an animal and got his animalistic nature because he was basically experimented on by uh, the Weapon X researchers, and it is a location in the X-Men Legends game series, especially X-Men Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse, and yeah, it is a great um series. It is a great location. Not necessarily for Wolverine, because Wolverine uh got tortured to hell and back, but it is still a great backdrop for the series, and I actually like uh them because of that. They basically went balls to the wall with showcasing Wolverine's uh vulnerability and his strength to carry on despite the struggles that he had. It is a great story. X-Men is a great series. Marvel as a whole produced great, great movie series, and not just movie series as well, not just movies in general. They also made several affiliations with game studios and game publishers to go ahead and make games based on this IP. Not just this one, Marvel Snap, but also they made a deal with Activision to produce the X-Men Legends series, among many others. Marvel Ultimate Alliance comes to mind as well. Wow, I love Marvel. It is a great, great company. I could not be happier that I get to talk about this one with you. It is a great feeling. Truly, it is a great. Yeah, I love Marvel. Uh, to say the least, Marvel is a classic. I love the fact that I get to showcase or I get to talk about Marvel right here with you all today, and it is a joy for me to talk about Marvel because Marvel is a great company. They were instrumental to say the least. They were instrumental in who I am as a person, and they value leadership above all. They value they value everything pretty much. They had it all. They were great at what they did, and I could not be more happier that I got to witness some of their glorious creations. Like for instance, I had the pleasure of uh, playing some of their masterpieces like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, X-Men, among many others. I love X-Men, by the way. X-Men is a classic for a reason. A classic. Um, X-Men is a classic franchise for a reason, and I could not be more happier I got to play it back in my prime. And there's just no words to describe how great Marvel is. They were great at what they did. They were instrumental in my growth as a person, and the fact I got to experience all of that with you is fantastic, and especially the fact I have no words, man. I have no words as to how great Marvel is. I like Marvel. End of story. End of story. I love Marvel. It is a classic for a reason, and I could not be more happier that I got to be here explaining to you guys how great Marvel is, because besides Captain or Black Panther, hashtag Wakanda Forever, they made even more bangers than that. They made banger after banger, and they sold well at the box office. All of their movies, except for the ones that floundered, but if you look at Marvel in general, they produced some really high quality stuff, and it was great. It was a awesome. It is a it is a great, great series, great company to to uh to be a, to be a part of, and I love Marvel. End of story. Marvel is awesome. I cannot wait to share more of my love for Marvel and other franchises as well in the future. But man, it was great. Marvel is great. Marvel is awesome. Yeah, end of story. I am losing my voice, but it is what it is. I absolutely love Marvel. It is a great series, or I should say a great company. I could not be more happier that I got to talk about Marvel today with you all. And I hope you guys had the same passion as me when it comes to Marvel. Tell me your experiences with Marvel, either with movies, with comics, with their uh, affiliated games as well. Let me know all of that in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video and this live stream, don't hesitate to drop a like down below if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Twitch. Welcome. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. That is free. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And if you are watching this as well on Twitch, don't hesitate to drop a follow down below as well. That's all I have for now. So until next time, Storyfuel Squad, this is Senor Alex Fuel, signing out. Stay safe, spread love, God bless you, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.